Get your side and just say, mate, don't get ahead of yourself. The old man
no, he is. He's a very competitive person in everything that he does, and I think that's what made him such a great player. You know, I mean, if it's from having a kick of the footy to playing a game of ping pong, he always wants to win. So
ping pong.
We love how you go about it, Gaz. What about the players that you really enjoy watching? Is it Buddy Franklin of the modern players? Who are the ones that really jump out for you?
Brownie. Westy and Coxie. I enjoy watching players like Juddy and that. They're great players to watch. They're just kind of their work ethic and just the way they go about it. They're definitely people you enjoy watching every week. So,
Westy.
Gaz, obviously you're a brilliant all-round player. What do you think your main strength is? We heard Adam Simpson saying during the week that they corralled you because they just couldn't take you. What do you think your main strength is?
It's hard. I think that just being able to go down forward and kick goals as well as playing in the midfield is probably my main strength. You know, if I'm not doing too well in the midfield, I can kind of go down into a forward pocket and kick a few goals. It's good to be able to play a range of positions, and that's something that definitely helps my game. So,
Bill, you were around, played with Gary Sr. and there were a couple of little Ablets running around your ankles. What are some of your memories of these little blokes?
Yeah, it was funny. They used to come down to training, Gary and Nathan, and they were feeding them pests. They would drive you mad. They'd be under your feet. You'd be trying to train. You'd come in, it'd be cold. They would have ate all the soup, all the bread rolls, or tipped it out. And you go, right, you little turd. So you get the footy and you kick it as hard as you could to them, right? And you go, bang, mark it. He'd air ball it back. Yeah, go again. This kid's going to be all right, But they were the good old days when you used to hang around in here, down at training all the time. On the bus, they used to be on the bus all the time and pinching the trainers' lunch. And, mate, you're a pest, weren't you?
We were, mate. We were.
You would have learned a bit. It was the good old days back then.
It was good. It was enjoyable always coming down. And
What about Nathan? How's he going, and will we see him in the blue and white hoops?
It's hard to say at the moment. I mean, I've tried to not talk to him too much about it, just kind of let him do his own thing and enjoy what he's kind of doing. But he's just doing a bit of travelling with friends at the moment and just trying to find his feet and figure out what he wants to do in life. And I think that's the most important thing, that he's enjoying what he's doing. I'd love to see him make a decision to come back so I could play with him again. But if what makes him happy is doing something else, then I think that's the most important thing. So.
Guys, we're going to take a look at the game very shortly, the grand final replay. Before we do, you're 24. Tommy Harley's doing a great job now, but the time will come when that has to be handed over, the captaincy role. A lot of people would love to see you do it. Is it something you aspire to do? Is it something you'd be comfortable doing?
Yeah, it's not something I think about too much. It's definitely something, if the boys thought I was the right person for the job, then it's something I would love to do. But I guess time will tell. If it's the role I kind of fit into as I go, then yes. If not, then not
everyone's comfortable. I mean, Gary Hocking famously did it for a few weeks down there and didn't. So I suppose the thing to get out of this is, you reckon at some stage you would be comfortable enough to have a crack at it?
I think so, definitely. I mean, as I said before, if the boys thought I was the right person for that job, then it's definitely something I think I'd be comfortable with and would love.
Something to look forward to for Geelong fans. Stay with us, mate. We're going to have a look at the grand final replay. The Cats take on Port Adelaide down at Skill Stadium. Nathan Brown.
Yeah, Geelong last week, they defeated North Melbourne by 13 points at the Dome. Big out and Scarlett, he's done a hamstring and Burns' foot. In comes Taylor, Selwood, Hunt, Tenace and Gamble. They did what they had to do last week to get over the line, but may not have without, obviously, the brilliance of Gary, who had 39 possessions, and Cam Mooney kicked 7 goals. A lot of people are saying they're just doing enough. They're not as good nick as last year, but they're 10 wins and 1 loss, which is pretty good nick. Port Adelaide, they're 11th at the moment. They lost last week to Carlton by 12 points after one stage, leading by 38 points. The outs are Stewart and Thurstons. In comes Burgoyne after that. Report, Lower, Loney, Surgeon and White. They're playing good football for halves and 3/4, Port Adelaide, but I think they're a lot better than what 11th on the ladder saying at the moment. They were the last side to actually push Geelong. They pushed them in round 1, but they were the last side to beat them down at Cardinia Park or Shell Stadium, or what is it now? Skill Stadium. So I think Geelong, but Port are certainly playing better football than people are giving them credit for.
Westy?
Yeah, look, I think Port Adelaide will be bitterly disappointed after the fade out of last week, but I think Geelong down there, everyone says they're not travelling to where they were last year, but that's probably understandable, seeing a bit of a late start to pre-season, but they're 10-1, so they're going all right. So I think Geelong down there.
Yeah, I think Steve Johnson been in fantastic form for you this year. His creativity with the football is phenomenal, and something I certainly enjoy watching. And Max Rook plays his 100th game this week. Great effort, and Geelong too strong for me.
How well do you reckon you're going, Gazza? If you were to put a percentage on it, where do you think you're at?
I mean, obviously we're 10-1, so we're pretty happy in that sense. But I still think there's a lot of improvement, you know, to go. I mean, we haven't been putting consistent four-quarter games together, and that's something we're working on. And yeah, so I still think there's a lot of improvement to happen.
Well, you're just getting the job done reasonably well at the minute, Gaz, it has to be said, on field, and doing a reasonable job of it off field as well, ladies and gentlemen, because his beautiful better half, Lauren, is in the house, and I think Bill's gone down and corralled her.
Yes,
Bill.
I have. Very happy too with me in the lycra she is, let me tell you. But, now, Lozo, what do you... Because Gazza doesn't do a lot of the media. How do you reckon he's gone tonight, all right? You happy with him?
Yeah, very well. He did a good job.
Because you're in the media. You actually go to the opening of a fridge door. You're on postcards. How's that going?
Yeah, it's going really well. I've just started, so it's my first year there. So it's a big learning curve for me, but I'm really enjoying it.
And 5 years with Gaz, you know, is it that time where you just say, you know, Gaz, where's this relationship going?
No, we're quite comfortable at the moment.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh.
Lauren, what's he like pre-game? Is he one of those grumpy footballers that gets a bit wound up and...
No, he's a bit of a chatterbox before the game, actually.
Yeah.
He jumps around like a bit of a lunatic.
And you're in the social pages a bit. We see a lot of you, Lauren. What about you, Gazza? You're not out in the social circuit, are you?
No, it's not me, mate. I'll let her go do that thing. That's her scene, so...
What about the new look, Lauren? Are you like the bald nut, or did you prefer it when he used to let the shag go a bit?
He doesn't have much of a choice.
Gary, we can't do much about the hair, mate, but we could get Gary's mum to knit you a new pair of eyebrows.
Not that funny, Gazza. You don't have to laugh, mate, if you don't think it's funny.
He thought it was very funny.
Not funny, Jim. The postcard stuff, you enjoying that, Lauren?
Yeah, really enjoying it. It's good fun. So it's I've got to see a lot more of Victoria, which is really good, and doing a lot of city shoots and going to lovely restaurants and things. So it's really good fun.
And the maid, she's got a big one coming up, the ambassador of the Geelong Cup.
Who with?
With me.
Right.
So stand by, won't that be a beauty?
Well, Lauren, thanks for coming. We appreciate it, and good luck on postcards. We love seeing you. Sunday nights at 5:30. So good luck with that. Thanks for coming. Gazza, to you too. Yeah, thanks, Lauren. We love watching you play, mate, and we've loved having you in here. I know you're a bit nervous about it, but you performed fantastically well, and I hope it's not the last time we see you in here. And good luck for the rest of the year with the Cats. Gary Ablett, ladies and gentlemen.